What's up, y'all? So there's been some updates in the Nolan Wells case. You see, I guess Ben Crump, he's actually been earning his due. But there's a lot of people that needs to go to jail, you see, because you lied. You see, you lied and said that Nolan, you see, was not he stayed behind is what the story was. But the mother of Nolan, she's on Life 360, and the young man's phone is pinging back on land. You see? So there's confusion. You see, that was the first red flag. Then the judge, the female judge, the stepmom of one of these beasts, you see, deleted her Facebook page. You see? I mean, like, make it make sense. So Nolan's phone is located on land. They looking at the location of the phone, you see. And then 2 days later, his body washes up on shore, you see. So that was another red flag, you see, because someone made the comment that why would his body wash up with the tide 2 days later? You see, why didn't his body wash ashore on Sunday? You see, the body shows up on Monday. You see, so that means that someone placed the body uh, on the shoreline on Monday or on Sunday. You see, it didn't. It did. The body should have washed up the next day, which is Sunday, but it didn't show back up till Monday with the tide. You see, so that's another red flag. You see, there's some people that they got to go to jail for this. You see, they got to go to jail for this. It's only a matter of time. You see, because y'all lied. Y'all just told too many lies, man. Y'all told too many lies, and y'all knew. You see, y'all knew what was going on. But let's look at the video.
Y'all know what this means, right? That judge lied. Judge Ashley Cole, the stepmother of one of those white boys, she lied. Her very first statement to the public was that Nolan chose to stay on the island despite them still possessing his phone. Nolan's mother could track the phone and see that the phone left the island. And now we have images proving that they all left the island together to go to a pool party on the mainland.
So let's stop right there because the brother said the judge first statement was that Nolan Wells decided to stay behind on the beach. She said Nolan Wells decided to stay on the island. You see, this bold-faced lie, man. That's a bold-faced lie. Because now they have photo evidence, you see, that there was a pool party. And Nolan is in the pool. You see, this is after they left the island. You see, so that was a bold-faced lie that judge did. So she needs to be brought up on some charges. You see, she needs to lose her license. You see, she needs to go to jail, prison, for covering up, you see, for this murder. You see, that's what it was. This was a murder. You see.
That this means, right? That judge lied. Judge Ashley Cole, the stepmother of one of those white boys, she lied. Her very first statement to the public was that Nolan chose to stay on the island despite them still possessing his phone. Nolan's mother could track the phone and see that the phone left the island. And now we have images proving that they all left the island together to go to a pool party on the mainland. And now, thanks to new details from a Good Samaritan, we also know there was another dispute at this pool party where Nolan was possibly yelling at somebody to give him back his phone. See, that phone keeps coming back around. So, unless the judge was trying to convince us that there were two separate groups of white boys and they were both conversing and passing around Nolan's phone without giving it back to him, see, yeah, that makes no sense.
So y'all heard that, right? That judge lied. You know, she needs to go to prison. And whoever else, I think this dude right here, this dude is one of the people that jumped Nolan. You see? Yeah, this cave beast right there in the middle, that cave beast right there, I think he's one of the ones that jumped Nolan. You see? Him and one of these other ones. It's gonna come out which one it is. You see? So stay tuned. But it gets better. It gets better. Let's watch. Let's watch this next video.
Thank God the friends are speaking up. If you saw my video before this, a lot of y'all was asking if it was true, if it was real, and asking other questions, and she kind of answered some of them in these Facebook comments. So she said his mother knew. I told her, yes, Andrew was trying to keep us quiet and trying to put fear into us because he's bigger than all of us. But I told no, mom, and that's why the private autopsy was made. But yes, it was a big fight at Evan's house at the pool the same night. But yes, Wyatt and Andrew and Evan was jumping him. After Evan's mom threatened to call the cops on everybody to leave her house, everybody left.
So y'all heard that? She says Andrew is bigger than the rest of us. And he was trying to get everyone to stay quiet and keep their mouth shut. Just a bully, man. Just like that Austin Metcalf dude, you know, it's all the same people, man. All these cave dwellers, they have the same modus operandi, man. You see, they all operate with the same mentality, you see. So he's the biggest one. Remember that name, Andrew. Andrew and Evan. She named three of them. Those are the boys that jumped Nolan. You see, those names, remember those names. They're going to come up later on.
Real and asking other questions, and she kind of answered some of them in these Facebook comments. So she said his mother knew. I told her, yes, Andrew was trying to keep us quiet and trying to put fear into us because he's bigger than all of us. But I told no, mom, and that's why the private autopsy was made. But yes, it was a big fight at Evan's house at the pool the same night. But yes, Wyatt and Andrew and Evan was jumping him. After Evan's mom threatened to call the cops on everybody to leave her house, everybody left. But no, didn't. He wanted his phone. And then she said, yes, my brother going to get justice. The truth is out. They took him to the island that Monday morning around 4 a.m. They found him, I think, 8 or 9. I can show you the picture as well. And they were asking why didn't she tell the police? And she said, obviously I did. That's how they got his phone because I called and his phone and keys was on top of the Xbox. That's why they requested him to have a private autopsy because once they came to the house, Evan and Warren had deleted everything, including the videos No posted that night. And I showed them the pic of them at the pool party that night. I don't know what she was responding to, but she said, Jay saying that because he's friends with them. I mean, we all was until this. I don't know why Jay's still communicating with them anyway, but he always been like that.
So I'm guessing Jay is the other brother that was, at the beach or at the island with the rest of the cave beasts. Now, this is your brother, you see. So he's still associating with these cave beasts. You know, after all that he saw happen to his homeboy, you see, he witnessed this. You see, he witnessed this brother getting jumped. You see, and I guarantee you, he didn't try to help. He didn't try to help. See, sometimes your own people, man. Sometimes it be your own people. You see, they can see you being jumped by 3 white boys, but they won't lift a finger to help, man. You see? And then he's still associating with these people. He's still friends with them. You see? Now, I wonder, did he see them dump this body? You see? Because they dumped the body 2 days later. They went back to the island and dumped the body in the ocean. So I wonder, does he know about this? You see? I'm just speculating. I got to be careful, you know. But it'll all come out, you see. All praise to the Most High that this information is coming out. Nolan might just get justice that's due.